Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to use the graphic organizer I made for you. First I want to go to our phone shop mini project and I want you to X out the second choice for storage options for premium and the 2-year options for cloud data backup for average and premium. That'll give you less if else statements to do. You're still going to have a lot of them to do, but it'll give you a few less. So make sure you cross those out. You don't need to give those as options anymore. So let's look at the graphic organizer. Now I split it into a variables table and an if-else table. And the variables, I split them into global, which means they apply everywhere. They're not in if-else statements. They're before any of them so that your program can find them in any if-else statements because they are up top. So let me show you. Here's my code. So what I did is, of course we have def main. I printed out all our options and then I called my global variables, put a little comment to show where they are. I called the first one package. What type of package would they like? I called case for what type of case, and I called charger for if they would like a fast battery charger or not. I also put these variables here where I assign the cost. So like the basic phone is $50, the average is $150, a rubber case. That way when I do my print statements, I can just add up each of these instead of trying to add them in my head and put the specific price there. So that's my global variables. These I didn't list in the table. Those you can look at when you're doing it. So now in our variables, we have to look at our basic package variables. So that is when the person has chosen package 1. So here's our if statements for basic package. So any variables in here will belong to only the basic package. So what I did is if package is equal to 1, and let's look at our Boolean statements here. If package is equal to 1, that means the basic package is chosen. Here's our meaning. If the backup basic is equal to 1, the backup is chosen. So I put backup basic equals int input, right? 1 for yes, 2 for no. So here is my new if backup basic is equal to 1, and that is nested underneath the if. So I put it here as I indented it a little to show that it's nested underneath. And if that is true, if it is equal to 1, you have to ask for email input. And then you start doing more if else statements. So the first one, if the case is equal to 1 and the charger is equal to 2. Well, let's double check. If case is equal to 1, that means no case. And if charger is equal to 2, that means no charger. So if case is equal to 1 and charger is equal to 2, that means no case and no charger. So the total cost is just the basic plus the cloud basic. Now the cloud basic is right here. So basic, the $50, plus the cloud basic, $5. Now I did not, the cloud basic and the backup basic are the same thing, but I didn't call this cloud basic down here because it would rewrite up here, cloud basic is $5. But if I call it cloud basic down here, when the person enters 1 or 2, now it doesn't equal 5 anymore. Now it equals 1 or 2. So when I wanted to add it down here in my print statement, it wouldn't add 5, it would add the 1 or the 2 that the person entered. So that's why you want to make sure none of your local variables are the same name as your global variables. Okay. So if it's true, so print your total cost. Here's my print statement. So this is in quotes because it's text. Now I'm going to switch out of text. So I put a comma. And then I'm going to have basic plus cloud basic added up, comma, because I'm switching back to text. And your email is, comma, email, which is what the person entered here, comma, and then I want to put a period at the end of my statement. So let's run this and see if it works. So I need to have my package equals 1, my cloud basic 1, my case 1, my charger 2. So let's try this. I'm going to put this over a little so you can see better. Run. Okay, 1, case 1, 2, cloud data, yes, email. And then it says your cost is $55. We could change this. There's a way to make this 2 decimals. That's fine. We're not going to worry about that. Okay, so your total cost is $55 and your email is jtoll@achs.net. So you can check it each time too. So that's how you use the graphic organizer. Then you just keep going and doing more if-else statements. Okay, so now this is going to be an else if, the next one. So let's look at, okay, else if my case is 2 and my charger is 2, that means, let's double check, case 2 means rubber case, charger 2 means no. So rubber case and no charger, I'm going to print your total cost is basic plus rubber case plus cloud basic, and then the email. So I would, here's my else if. I'm going to, you could copy and paste this down here and then just change whatever you need to add. So now I have to add on, the only thing that's different between line 42 and line 44 is that rubber case is added with basic and cloud basic. So hopefully this helps. I have a lot more else if statements here, right? Then you're going to go, okay, these were all my if options. Now what if my backup basic was 2? Then you have to go through all those options. Then you're going to go down to if your package is 2, your average. I just put that email line there. That shouldn't, you should ask another question before that. But hopefully this helps, and we will definitely work on this week. Email me if you have any questions. Like I said, I will be able to check them later today.